Why Socrates hated democracy. Let's find out. I mean, I'm personally, like, I always think it would be better if everything was done locally and it laddered up, which we kind of have with representative democracy, but it doesn't really work because it's all based on down ballot from the national election. I think it'd be cool if you just voted for like the dude for your town, and then that dude went with everybody else from the towns in your area and voted for a dude for your region, and then everybody in the regions in the area voted for a dude for your larger region, maybe state, and then all of those people, you know what I'm saying? I think that'd be cool because then you could only vote on things you understand and are like relevant to your life. And then the people that are doing the voting, it's like their full-time gig to think about it. And then we can gerrymander it. Yes! Isn't that what we currently get just with the guy? No, because it's still decided by popular vote nationwide. And then every local election is really decided down ballot by who's popular nationally. So like if there's like a, you know, a big wave for the presidency, all the swing states go towards that person. Down ballot is always not that straightforward. It's the governor's flip very often in swing states. I just feel like the people that are voting for things like almost everything locally do not know what they're voting for, and they are voting for the party based on which president they liked. Like most elections, if you count each individual running as an election, are not being picked based on any knowledge or merit at all. People are just deciding one thing and then voting down ballot. So that is why I think it is bad. The Soviet Union had that type of system and does not work out very well because it creates an in-group at the top who is subject from the vote of the... You currently think there's no in-group at the top who are abstracted from the will of the people? You think that our current system solves that problem? You fully believe right now that we should keep it the way it is because right now there is no... That right now the way it is with popular vote is working so well to get the will of the people across, and it's not like just a cynical race to the bottom where people just say whatever they want to try and get the popular vote on their side and then do whatever they want once in office because nobody follows up. Politicians should only get paid minimum wage. Wait, what? And their assets are frozen for 20 years? Wait, why would anyone do it? They could only get minimum wage and have no assets for 20 years. I mean, in our current system, that would be guaranteeing them poverty. You would get nobody with any ability to make any type of money outside. That you guys are saying good, like all of the rich that are in politics now would stay there. They would not. They would just go into private business, which would can run roughshod over. That makes no sense. If anything, it should be like, it should have a high wage, but not, that's tough. I feel like you shouldn't be able to take someone's assets they already have, but they shouldn't be able to use, if they're getting wealthy off of assets during the time in office, that's the suspicious part. It's more like the wage should be good. The wage could be great even. It should attract talented people who could like work on it full time as a job. But it's just, the problem is more that they don't care about the wage really. The way they make money is through corruption and assets and also like the revolving door into business. That's what Hamilton argued for, higher wage attracts better mind. Yeah, I mean, again, the wage is not the problem. Do you think we should ban owning stocks for people in office? Absolutely. Yeah, I do think people in any position of authority over anything that could affect the market should not be allowed to own any stock and trade stocks. That's crazy. It's just so obviously incentivized towards corruption. It's so obviously. What if politicians had monetary incentives, like how an NFL player gets $2 million for making the Pro Bowl? Any incentive you made in that spot would probably get gamed. So if it's like you get 2 mil for raising the GDP of your area, then they would just do a bunch of fucking bad debt-fueled construction projects to raise the GDP temporarily to get the, you know what I'm saying? How would you actually ban the behavior? Can't they just have a family member trade for them, which is effectively the same thing? Do you think the law, do you think if I like work insider at a company and I get a tip and I tell my cousin and they trade it, the law's like, we can't get them. It wasn't that person specifically. They've dealt with this problem before. You can absolutely track that down and still get punished even if you trade through someone else. If you use Xbox voice chat, they can't get you. That's what I've heard. That is how they get you. No, they could absolutely get you. If politicians were 100% banned from trading and then your cousin starts making a bunch of profitable trades when you're on the Ways and Means Committee, assuming that we have this law, they could absolutely catch you and punish you. Can they track Minecraft books on my family realm? That's actually an incredible way to insider trade. Holy shit. Your family all plays on the same Minecraft realm. You get the tip. You write it in a fucking book. You toss it in the ocean. You leave the coordinates somewhere. They find it. They read it. They burn the book immediately afterwards. Holy shit. You might just crack the case. Can you imagine the fucking SEC having to like sift through your world? Going through your Minecraft backup world, fucking digging to find your fucking chests. There's a giant library server full of banned books in other countries. I think I've seen that. The big Minecraft library. Okay, let's see. Socrates Hated Democracy. We got that out of the way. Arena erupts for Faker's introduction. Can't skip this. Dash! Bro, Dash and I, when I first started at Twitch and he first started at Riot, I flew down to a party in LA. We got incredibly fucking drunk going shot for shot. He got so drunk, he like looked us all in the eyes and then said like something weird and then just ran off into the night. We didn't see him. He ran off into the night and we couldn't find him. And then I passed out on the fucking street of LA, just like throwing up. I lay down in the middle of the street and I said, just leave me here. Come back tomorrow. That's what I said. I was like, just leave. I just leave. I don't want to be here. Come back tomorrow. And obviously they didn't do that. So they put me in a car, in the backseat of a car. I'm fucking so drunk. And I'm like, do not move this car. If this car starts moving, I'm going to throw up. Do not move the car. Please don't move the car. Don't move the car. This whole time the car is moving. Like they're driving. I'm like, guys, just stay here. Give me like another hour. Don't move. They're driving. This whole time they're driving. Finally, I'm like, guys, you seriously, you can't move the car. And they're like, we're here. We're already here. We are at the place. And then I get out, threw up a bunch, had to get up at 6 a.m. So this is probably at 4 a.m. So I got maybe an hour of sleep. Get on a flight to go back to SF, to go back to Twitch. And I threw up the whole flight. Kept throwing up on the flight. We land. I get in the Uber. Halfway on my drive home in the Uber, I'm like, please pull over. And I fucking throw open the door. I throw up again. I haven't drank that much in a fucking hot minute. So that was a good time with Dash. We also played a Fizz 1v1. I think I have a photo of that somewhere. Have I ever shown that on stream? It's Dash with his head in his hands like this because he lost a Fizz 1v1 to me. That was hype. That was a great moment. And I was like, dude, you work at Riot? Dumbass. I haven't hung out with Dash in a minute. He was a good guy. Big A, what do you think about Mark Z being the new LCS commissioner? Okay, I'll tell you a Mark Z story. So Mark Z, Zell, and this girl Sam used to all live in the same small apartment. They were all LA esports hustlers. They all had this apartment. Mark Z, not Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Z is the new LCS commissioner. He looks like this. You might know him as Mark Zuckerberg. If you ever watch League of Legends, this is this guy, all right? And yeah, I think he did some stuff for OTV or whatever. Anyway, so it's two guys, one girl. They're in the small apartment. They all share it. They got 3 beds, 3 different rooms, whatever. And I was like in LA for a reason and we were all hanging out and they were like, yeah, you can crash at our place. And I think they were playing Melee. Oh, no, yeah, okay. It was like they weren't going to be there till later, but they said I could stay there and there's like a key under the door or something. So I get in, I go in and I was supposed to crash in Mark Z or Zell's bed, but I just grab a random bed. I wake up, okay? And right on the fucking bedstand is a copy of the Vagina Monologues. And I'm like, wait, I think I'm in the wrong fucking bed. So that was definitely Mark Z's bed. Yeah, I 100% remember. Anyway, none of them were home. It didn't matter. But that was, I was like, wait, I was in the wrong fucking bed. What year was that? That was like 2014, maybe? Anyway, that was cool because those guys really hustled. Mark Z like came in from, they were living in like a tiny little apartment. All right, let me watch this Faker introduction. The GOAT! The GOAT! The fucking GOAT!